Hello everyone, welcome back to online lecture series on engineering thermodynamics. We are continuing our extra lecture series on numericals of this subject, and today we are going to discuss various numericals of exergy. So let's begin. So this is our first numerical of today. Two kg of air at 500 kilopascal and 80 degrees Celsius expands adiabatically in a closed system until its volume is doubled and its temperature becomes equal to that of surrounding, which is at 100 kilopascal and 5 degrees Celsius. So we are given sufficient amount of data here. We are given mass flow rate, we are given P1, T1, we are said that V2 is equal to twice of V1, we are given P2, T2. So this is the process. These are all given values which are known to us here. So this 5 values are given and we are only given the ratio of final and initial value, that is 2. Now what we need to determine here is, for this process, determine first is maximum work, that is W max. Second is change in availability, and third is irreversibility. For air, we are also given the value Cv is equal to 0.718 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. So we are additionally given the value of Cv, and we need to utilize this formula U is equal to Cv into T, where Cv is constant. PV is equal to MRT, where P is pressure in kilopascal, V is in meter cube, M is in mass in kg, and R is constant equal to 0.287 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. T is temperature in Kelvin. So now here we are going to utilize this relation of property relation, that is TdS is equal to du plus Pdv. So the entropy change of air between initial and final states is given by this formula, that is integration 1 to 2 ds, and we have taken this T into denominator. Here if you see, instead of du we have put m Cv dt, and instead of Pdv, the relation which is given in question is Pv is equal to mRT. So here instead of P we can write down P up, instead of P upon T we can write down is equal to m R upon V. So this is being put instead of P upon T. So now once we integrate it, we can obtain this formula that is given here. Now the formula for W max is this. And if you see here, Here it is negative sign, but we have put plus sign here because the formula that we are having is of S2 minus S1. So that negative sign is eliminated and this entire formula is directly put. Okay, so this is the whole formula that we have. Instead of u1 minus u2 we have put mcv, t1 minus t2, and m is taken out. So as we all are aware of all these values except this volume ratio which we are not aware, and here we are getting the ratio as 2/1. So here we are getting W max, that is this value. Now we have obtained the first question which was here, that is the maximum work output, and the change in availability is given by this formula here, phi1 minus phi2, which is based on this formula. And if you recall, this value is already obtained, that is u1 minus u2 minus t0 s1 minus s2. So this will be the value W max, and we have already obtained this value, and plus P0 V1 minus 2 V2. So here, based on the given values, we can finally obtain this formula, and the answer is this. Now the irreversibility over here, is given by W max useful minus W actual. Now we have already obtained this value of W max, but we don't know about W actual. W actual will be obtained from the first law of thermodynamics, that is, let me write down over here that W actual is equal to Q minus delta U. And if you see our question here, it is the entire process is adiabatic, so Q will be 0. So now we are only left with is equal to minus delta U. So W actual will be written in this way. W actual will be simply minus delta U. And now we can write down I as U1 minus U2 minus T0 S1 minus S2, that is, this formula is for W max. First formula is W max, and this is minus delta U. So finally we are this will get eliminated, U1 with U2. So we are only left with this formula, that is T0 into delta S system. For adiabatic process, delta S surrounding will be 0. So now this is the value of irreversibility I, where T0 is surrounding temperature, and instead of delta S system we can directly utilize this formula which was already used in our previous numerical also. So we are getting value of I as 15.2 kilojoule. Now the last was irreversibility, that is also obtained. So we have finished this numerical. Now this is our next numerical. Here the air expands through the turbine from 500 kilopascal 520 degrees Celsius at 100 Kelvin to 100 Kelvin and 300 degrees Celsius. So we are given initial and final values of pressure and temperature. During this expansion, 10 kilojoule per kg of heat is lost to the environment, which is at 98 kilopascal and 20 degrees Celsius. So we are also given the environmental pressure and temperature. Now, neglecting the kinetic and potential energy changes, determine per kg of air the decrease in availability, the maximum work and irreversibility. For air, we can take the value of Cp as this and H is equal to Cpt. So this is the property relation that will be used here. Again, we have done similar kind of stuff, so we will not discuss this part again. We have taken T into denominator and we have replaced PV is equal to, we have utilized here PV is equal to mRT. For 1 kg, the whole values will be in specific terms. Now the change in availability. So psi1 minus psi2 will be equal to the Keenan function difference, that is H1 minus T0S1 minus H2 minus T0S2. So rearranging the terms, H1 minus H2 minus T0 S1 minus H2, and instead of S1 minus H2 we can utilize this formula which was written over here. So we have utilized this formula. And finally we are getting this value. So Wmax will be the change in availability, which is the difference of availability function, and this is the same answer. Now to obtain the irreversibility, again we need to find out the W actual based on the first law of thermodynamics. So this is also known to you. This is exactly as per our previous question. The only difference is here we are having H1 minus H2 and here Cp into T1 minus T2. Now the irreversibility is given by this formula, I is equal to Wmax minus W. So this is the value that we are getting. Alternatively, we can also get the value of irreversibility by this formula, that is T0 delta S universe, and instead of delta S universe we can put delta S system plus delta S surrounding, and the answer will be same. Now our next question is 8.10, that is an ideal gas is flowing through an insulated pipe at rate of 3 kg per second. There is a pressure drop of 10% from inlet to outlet of the pipe. What is the rate of exergy loss because of pressure drop due to friction? So we need to calculate the exergy loss. Take R as 0.287 kilojoule per kg Kelvin and T0 as 300 Kelvin. So S generation is given by this formula, mR delta P upon P1, and as you know that the pressure drop is 10%, so delta P is equal to 0.10 of initial value P1. So by putting those values you can get S generation, and rate of exergy loss is given by this formula, I0. I is equal to T0 into S generation, so it is 25.83 kilowatt. Now we will move forward to our next question. Here 8.11. Now here water at 90 degrees Celsius flowing at the rate of 2 kg per second. So we are given the temperature and mass flow rate which mixes adiabatically with another stream of water at 30 degrees Celsius flowing at the rate of 1 kg per second. So this is the case like this. Consider this to be adiabatic, so we can provide some solution over here. Here we are having (90°C and 2 kg per second, and here we are having 30°C and 1 kg per second. So estimate, this is the mixing problem, so estimate the entropy generation rate and rate of exergy loss due to mixing, and take T0, that is the environmental temperature, as 300 Kelvin. So once they are mixed, we will have 3 kg per second based on our continuity law, and x will be m1 dot upon m dot, so it will be 2/3. So this x is given as 2/3 or 0.67, and we are also given here the temperature ratio T2 by T1 as tau. And if you recall, we have derived this formula while mixing problem in theory portion of our lectures, so we need to directly use this. So here we are having 3 as mass flow rate, Cp is this, 0.67 is here, tau is 0.835, 1 minus x will be 0.33, and tau is given here. So while putting all these values, we will be getting this as generation. So we were asked, first was to calculate the entropy generation rate that we have already evaluated. Now our next objective is to obtain the rate of exergy loss due to mixing. So here it is given by this formula that we have also used in our previous question, that is T0 into S generation dot. So we are getting this exergy loss due to mixing, or this is also the value of irreversibility. Now alternatively, we can also obtain the we can solve the same problem with this, that obtaining the temperature of mixture based on this formula, that is 70 degrees Celsius, and delta S universe is equal to S generation, that is using this formula, that is, if you recall, this is M1 C ln T upon T1 plus M2 C ln T upon T2. So that is the formula which is utilized over here, and we have obtained this value. And similarly, we can obtain the irreversibility or decrease in exergy. If you compare both, the answers are quite same. So this is our end of today's numericals on exergy. Our first problem was based on this. Here the increase in volume was there, so adiabatic expansion was there, and we have calculated maximum work, change in availability and irreversibility. Second problem was also about expansion, where heat loss is present in this case. And third was about calculation of S generation where pressure drop is happening, and the last one was our mixing problem. This is end of today's extra lecture. Thank you for watching this video.